Why don't you tell me a little bit about your perspective on business ethics?
Um, I, I think the general impression of the population would be that business ethics has deteriorated over the last few years. And it goes beyond the Wall Street Journal list of a few years ago of maybe 16 American companies that had ethical or accounting problems, or they were clearly doing something that gave them some kind of an edge in the business. I think that's the general knowledge. That's common knowledge in the company. Mm-hmm. And I think the second part of that is that people believe on Main Street that these big financial institutions restricted to that, sometimes act in their own interest. Look at how these big companies have had to make public statements saying that the customer still comes first.
Hmm. Do you think they believe that? That the customer comes first?
Well, I think Main Street would say that you have to prove it to me.
Yeah.
Right, you have to prove it to me.
So what do you think is happening in ethics in these companies today? Have they responded at all to the environment?
I think the focus is more right now on risk than it is on ethics. I don't see a lot of companies launching big ethical programs to reboot their ethics, but I do see them launching a lot of risk programs so that they have a better view of what the risk is in their products and in their operations. A lot of these products fell between trading risk, market risk, product risk, so it wasn't clear that there was a good sense of responsibility for this or that product.
So this is the ethics to stay out of trouble, basically.
Yeah, which I guess you could say, is that defensive ethics? Are you only doing it to avoid regulation and stay out of trouble?
Yeah.
Or are you doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you're doing the right thing, does that sort of morph itself over into this new field called corporate social responsibility?
Yeah.